I had another question regarding the investment side, and I loved how in the 3-year plan you mentioned that it is going to go global, it's going to go international.
Yeah.
So, just wanted to share a personal experience. So, I was working in a few startups in Bangladesh, where I'm from,
Yeah.
and one of the biggest challenges at that time was getting foreign investments coming into Bangladesh. And
Yeah.
there were lots of government challenges and everything. And we were bringing in something big, and it was a scale up. It was a startup. So there were many even challenges there where we had to persuade the government. We had to give lots of information to the government of what this funding is and how it is coming. And in the end, it took months for us to even get that. Now that's for a startup. Now for an SMB, let's just say in international aspect, now the Bangladesh example probably might be very extreme, but there are many of these government regulations and these challenges that are there for foreign investments coming into those countries. I'm saying my question would be, how would you address that? Because probably it's not the direct scope of equo, but it is experience, it is affecting the experience of the investors and the founders.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this, you guys are asking really good questions. Absolutely. Okay, so one of the things that we're doing, and this is where we've got Kevin Stollerik, he was the founding research director from Art and Prosperity Institute. He was the lead researcher for Richard Florida's work, Rise of the Creative Class. Um, we basically also have a situation where he is working with Hesse Jones, who's part of Beacon, which is data and privacy. And what we're essentially doing is trying to create a real understanding based on data of barriers and opportunities. That research is intended to be used not just so that we can work with partners to find solutions. That research will also be used to start to lobby, whether it's different regions, different countries, internationally, in terms of being able to create more efficient, better opportunities. So, for instance, how can we get crowdfunding platforms that can be cross territory? These are the things, so they're going to take a very, very long time. Hopefully, we can condense that time framework. So, the goal is if we can start to build these things out, that we can get into a scenario, a situation where we can then work with these governments to find alternative solutions that will start to break some of these barriers and impasses. Because, often you'll have that. It isn't even just like Bangladesh and Canada. There are issues in Canada that there's provinces that we can't manage crowdfunding to this on an equal footing. So we have those barriers right now with this. Now, eQuo will never be a lobbying group, because if we're going to be inclusive, we can't possibly be representing some interests against others. What we can do, though, is use that research to supply that with our partners, whether it's governments, non-financial, other equity, etc. And we can use that in order to be able to now push and start to work collaboratively to create some of these solutions. But you're completely right. I mean, if we can start to have a distributed marketplace that's also allowing investors and sale of goods and services, ultimately, I think that's what we're all hoping for.
Thank you. And again, I know that it has to be a long-term thing because there are lots of
Yeah.
governments and regulations involved. So yes, hopefully it will turn out to be the best for eco and for everyone who's going to be involved.